Right, so we've just arrived at the big pit museum, which is here. I'm just walking in. They've got on the note on their website saying that the tours are stopping at 11:45 today. So I can't actually record on the tour. You've got to leave anything with the battery up in a locker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run in, do the tour very quickly because I'm almost out of time, and then I'll go around the site with you guys. But I can't show you underground, I'm afraid. But there may be photos and bits on site that I'll be able to show you. But yeah, I will record as much as I can. I've got that up because it's freezing. But I've got the headgear in front of me, and then there's a little storage cupboard in here as well. There's a building here, it's got a plaque on the outside, the winding house, but I don't know whether this is somewhere you're actually allowed in or not, so we're going to try it. Well, that worked out right then. So it looks to me like that's the headgear that actually takes you down. That's the lift there. I've just watched one of the lifts go down, but they've just stopped the tours for the day. So tours will start again tomorrow. So definitely come back to try and do that. But very, very cool. And you could look at the headgear too. Right, I'll try and make you hear me over the recording, but they've got what they call here a tippler, which is basically just a machine. I don't know if you can see that it's on rollers down at the bottom. So carts will drive along the tracks and roll in, and then it will turn them upside down and pour everything out, and then everything goes down. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a chute underneath, so it'll drop into here, run down and out, and then I don't know whether that drops into other carts on the bottom or quite where it goes, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. So I thought the whole canary thing was a joke, but actually, it's very true. Canaries were carried by rescuers to one of the prisons of carbon monoxide. Very, very cool. So that was nice. I just bumped into one of the chaps who do the tours. They've just gone and got rid of the tours they had. And I just asked him, because you're not allowed to take anything down in the way of sort of anything with a battery. So I asked him about the actual lamps and bits they use. And apparently they're all like sealed units, all mining approved and so on. So it's quite interesting that it's actually a specific type of battery for it, not just limited risk, which is interesting. I've got to admit as well that the location for this place is amazing. Just walking down to the end so you can see it, but you're sort of in the middle of, not nowhere, there is a little town down there, but with these gorgeous hills, so yeah, not a bad place to work. Well, above ground anyway. Can't imagine the conditions underground were that nice, but I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow. We do our little tour and I might be able to give you a little bit of info on it. Right, I'm at the end. So you're now going to walk back. You can see the headgear there in the top from a different angle, and all the old buildings up there that we're going to go up and explore. In some sort of workshop now, so I've just been in the winding room, which we've seen. We're not allowed to record in the winding room though, so. And then we're in some sort of, I don't know whether you'd call this a blacksmiths. I think they did iron work here, I think it said. But they might have been over the road, but did something in here for sure. Can't see any sort of plaque that really tells me. now that's got some air compressors in it. So it's air compressor 1 and air compressor 2. And it does give you an idea what they are. Here you go. So it gives you the type and PSI, normal working pressures and so on. And same for the other one. So yeah, very cool to get up close and personal with these bits. And then on the flip side of this room, we've got a fan of some sort. It's a very interesting belt, isn't it? Look at that. So it must be something to do with ventilation by the looks of it. Alright, back outside again. It is bloody cold. But same as what we had at Giva, we've got like a, what would say is like a parts graveyard. Only on a, I would say on a bigger scale. I mean, look at the size of these. There must be gears of some sort, but look at the bloody size. I mean, I'm 5'10" and that is same height as me. Some sort of boiler. Old cans and bottles and everything in it. Just trying to get over some of this. Oh, I'll go over this side. That looks like it would have been some sort of waterway. I don't think there's going to be much up here, and I don't want to go wandering too far, but oh, I just wanted to have a little look and see if there was anything up in these sort of piles. There is this, which is overflowing. I don't know why that's overflowing, but I think that's it for up here. I don't think there's anything else. That's all fenced off, and that just takes us back down and round to there. But there is going to be a bit up here. There's going to be an exhibition or something, so we'll try and find that. This is cool. Come to a bathhouse. These old tiled walls. All these old grates. And you've got like your boot washing station. So you've got motors that pump the water. And the water comes out of these little grates at the bottom. This gives you a really good idea of how it was used. People washing their boots. And then locker rooms too. So you can imagine these are stacked what? 2 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, actually, they're all numbered. I don't need to count them. Look, there's 200 there. Is it the highest one? Yeah, it looks like it. So it looks like there's 300 lockers down here, maybe. I'm not really sure. Maybe it would tell me somewhere.
As the shaft as well, your job was to make certain the shaft was working at all times. You'd have breakdowns, certain things that you couldn't avoid, but other things you'd be...
There you go, so we're in a section now, we've got lots of artefacts and so on, so I'll show you some of this. So you've got a couple of tools here, picks or axes, and then we've got tobacco tins. Look at these. A hand saw, another axe, safety lamps. These are very cool. So I think the idea of a safety lamp is that it would burn. It would burn if there were like flammable gases and bits. I think that was the idea. Very, very cool. Pneumatic drill up there. More tools. So here it looks like we've got detonators. A few different styles and types and sizes and so on. Then underneath you can see you've got some dummy explosives. And I don't know what it was like here, but when we were at Giva, the guy at Giva told me that the miners have to pay for their own explosives. And the idea there being is that explosives are expensive, and if the miners have to pay for them themselves, then they wouldn't waste explosives, because he's right in saying if you get to use them, you're always going to use more than you need because it's fun. So yeah, he said the miners have paid for their own explosives out of their wages, and then what they do is they'd use less than they needed to. So instead of packing a hole full of it, they'd pack a little bit in, and then a bit of wood, and then a bit more explosive, and then a bit of wood, and then a bit more explosive. So yeah, very, very interesting. I don't know if that's the same here, because that's just showing sticks, so I don't know if it's the same thing or not. But mind the noise, there's like a tour of kids as well, but here's a really good demo. So you've got 3 types of pool trams. You've got one that's just flat on the floor. You've got one, you can see it's got wheels on the side, and then one that is up on rails like a train. And you can actually pull them all. So you've got the first one, which if you pull, you'll see it's really stiff. Doesn't even slide back down on its own. You've then got the middle one, which is stiff, but it does move on its own. And then the final one, which is definitely the easiest. I'll show how it changed over time, which is very cool. They have also got, which is quite funny, is they've got this here entrance, and they've got a cut through for kids to crawl through. I guess we have to, don't we? I'm a kid at heart. Here you go, this gives you an idea of lighting inside. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it through here or not. We'll try it. So that's candlelight. That's a flame safety lamp. And then this is normal electric lamps that we use today. There you go, there's another park graveyard. Let's look at that. Very cool. I'm going to step over the gate because it's all down anyway, so I'm assuming I'm allowed to. Love, look at all these big machines. Isn't it just awesome that you can just walk around and look at it all? We had the same thing at Giva. I said, like, you know, back where I am in the city, you couldn't dream of to let people wander around, especially when it's all like rusty metal and stuff like this. People would just, yeah, maybe people in the cities are idiots or something, I don't know, but health and safety would definitely not allow you to roam just around this. It would all be blocked off behind a fence and so on. Very cool. Right, that's us done. So we are going to shoot off. There is another place that I might go to on the way back, but I am the last bit I've just done. I went in earlier, but there was a school trip at the same time, so I didn't really get to see it. So just gone back in, and the guy earlier was like, "Oh yeah, take as many pictures as you want, you know." And then this guy's like, "Yeah, there's no photography." I was like, "Oh, I've only looked back because I want to take pictures this time and a bit of video." Because the guy last time, you went, "Yeah, no, we're not allowed to let you video like the tour and bits." So very, very kindly, he's turned all the lights on inside for me, rather than letting the actual like tour and video bits play. He's just turned all the lights on and let me walk through. So I haven't done much, or I haven't done any recording on the video, on the GoPro in that sense, but I've got some pictures and videos, so I'll share that. But yeah, that was really nice of him.
What price for food for your machines that drive our empire's might? It scars our land, it eats our lives. our days condemned to none. Black gold may be your savior to fire the minds of men, but the cost to us is priceless. Our souls would you condemn.
It's only a simulation. We don't lose too many visitors in here.
It is windy and cold, but I've got out. The place that I was thinking of going, the Ironworks, looks like it was shut, which a lot of places seem to be shut during sort of December, January time in Wales. I don't know why, whether they're just quiet or whether, yeah, I imagine it's just because they're quiet. But yeah, a lot of like the caves and bits that are open. That could be due to flooding. I'm not sure, but I am just going on a little wander now. We go around. I found like a lake out in the mountains. Now I don't do much in the way of like, oh man, it's really muddy. What I would say is landscape photography. But I brought my camera because over in the background, I'm sure you can see it from here, but the mountains in the back, the sun is like lighting up certain parts of them, and then the cloud is casting shadows over other bits, and it all looks very, 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 very cool. So I'm just working my way over there now. I want to get on that side of the pond, and then I'll take some pictures, or I might take some from here as well. We'll see. But I'm going to make this walk fast because it is bloody cold. Right, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. Turns out all of this is like marshland and bog. So yeah, we got a little bit damp again. So my toes are cold, my hands are freezing. I'm going to grab a few pictures, and then I'm going to go. It's a shame you wouldn't get a nice view of the road here, but I'm sure you would further down. So who knows? Maybe I'll come up with people at some point and get some photos of people driving through. But yeah, just waiting for the sun to be in the right sort of place. I kind of want the sun on that tip in the middle over there. So we'll wait. We'll see if it hits it. If not, we'll just grab a few pictures and get moving. I'm back at the car. It's freezing cold. My hands are like sore. They're that cold. My toes feel the same. My GoPro battery died. I couldn't bother to sit here and change it over and so on because I've got to get all the media mod off and bits. And yeah, I just decided it was yeah, too cold. So I'm back in the car. Got the heated seat on. I thought I was being a bit of a wimp, but it's just come up saying now that it's 3 degrees outside, so makes me feel a little bit better. When I came out earlier, it was 8 degrees, and I thought I can't really complain about it being that cold, can I? But 3 degrees, I think I can. Don't do the cold. I don't like the cold. It's one of those, you can wrap up all you want for it, but when it's this sort of windy cold, it still goes through. I probably could have had my bigger coat on and some long johns underneath my jeans, which I should have done, but I didn't. I don't even know if gloves or anything with me, so yeah, it was a silly mistake on my behalf. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pick you up in the windscreen so you can see the drive as you drive back down the road here, and then yeah, I'm going to go head back and get some food.